Hey everybody, it's Justice for Comics. It is Wednesday. It's time to review new comic book day books that are coming out next Wednesday, the 14th, July 14th. So let's take a look here and see what's coming out. We'll use Midtown as our proxy, starting off with Dark Horse, Black Hammer Visions #6. I've not been collecting it. I did collect the original Dark Hammer series several years ago. That's really the set you want to collect. I do anticipate eventually there'll be a Netflix, Hulu, some type of streaming show. It may have already been announced. I can't remember if there was already a deal signed, but I know that they've talked about it being optioned. So I expect that to come at some point. Maybe sometime next year is my guess. You'll see a Black Hammer streaming show, which, we'll see if it does well. Who knows? So if you're holding on to those Black Hammer comic books and you want to sell them, the time to do it is when they announce the trailer. When that trailer drops, that's when you want to put your listing on eBay. That's typically when you'll get the premium amount. What else from Dark Horse? Neil Gaiman has a new book, issue 2 of Norse Mythology. If you're a cover buyer, this one's pretty cool. David Mack. I'm not going to pick it up, but I do like that cover. Let's see. We've got a new book called Savage Hearts #1. I don't know what that's about. Looks like a female barbarian. Secret Land #2. I don't remember Secret Land #1, so I can't comment on that. Moving on to DC Comics. There's a couple interesting ones coming out next week for DC. Batman the Detective #4. I do like this B cover by Kubert. Just some awesome coloring, visually stunning type cover. So yeah, I do like that cover. Let's see, what else do we got here? Batman Urban Legends #5. I think I stopped pre-ordering that. I don't know. I'll have to look at my pre-orders. I may have grabbed one of those. DC Horror presents The Conjuring, The Lover #1. It's a cool cover by Gary Brown. I like that cover. So kind of a cover buy there. I think that might be interesting to pick up. Detective Comics 1039. Pretty much pre-order all the Lee Bermejo covers. I don't know how long he's going to be doing these covers, but it's been a good book. It's a good read. You've got Mariko Tamaki writing. The interior art is decent. It's been a good book. I think the regular Batman book's been better, but Detective has been pretty decent. Let's see what else we got here. Looked interesting. Joker #5. I can't remember when this series ends. I can't remember if it was a short miniseries or a longer miniseries, but that's out. The Carrie Andrew cover is pretty nice. I think I pre-ordered that one. I don't know. I didn't like the A cover that much. It's okay. Gillian March. There's an incentive cover by Federici. I don't even think this is the first cover appearance, because I think they did a second printing of Joker number 3. So this isn't even, if this was her first, Bane's daughter, if this was, Vengeance is her name, if this was her first cover appearance, I think this book would be sold out already, and I think it would be a lot hotter. If you go on eBay right now, I think it's selling around $25 to $30. So, if you wait a few weeks, lately I've noticed a lot of these 1 in 25 incentive covers have been dropping. That Batman Reptilian #1, the Sinkovich, I should have waited on that. I picked it up from Midtown for $36, and it's selling around $20 to $25 right now. So yeah, some of these 1 in 25s have been dropping lately from DC. So be patient. If that's a cover that you really like, I would wait a week or two, let that come out, and there'll be probably enough eBay listings that the price, there'll be a couple people asking pretty low price for that. The Justice League Last Ride #3. I do like this cover by Federici. Obviously, this guy can draw. I mean, that if you had told me that this was Delato, I would have believed it as well. It's just, that's painted style, which is awesome. So I like that cover. Nice House on the Lake, #1, second printing. So if you like your comic books to look like they're distressed, this looks like a 1.5, maybe a 1.0 graded book. The way it's torn, yeah, I don't know, probably a 1.0 maybe. Yeah, I mean, that, who knows, maybe that book will catch some heat. This one could be a hot book. Again, James Tynion's the writer, so not a bad bet to grab some stuff that he's doing. I liked the first issue. I read it. I thought it was very, very good. I could absolutely see this being made into a movie. I don't think it'll be made into a series, but more just like a one-time movie on Netflix or something like that. So this incentive cover, I'd have to look this up. I'm assuming it's a 1 in 50 incentive cover. It's not sold out at Midtown yet. I grabbed one and put it in my cart. I don't know if I'm going to keep it or not. I'm going to wait and see. Maybe if it sells out by the end of today, that usually is an indication that this book could be hot. It is a cool looking cover, and I'll have to check on the ratio on this. I'm assuming it's a 1 in 50. If it's a 1 in 25, I think that's way too much. $40 for a 1 in 25. So, yeah, it just depends on how many pre-order. I don't know. We'll see how many shops are going to order this book. It's not sold out at Midtown, so that's a bad sign. Rorschach #10. It's too bad. Jenny Frison did this cover. I love Frison's artwork, but I will not buy a Tom King book. I just don't like Tom King. Ever since he killed Alfred Pennyworth in the Batman storyline that he wrote, I've basically boycotted Tom King. I'm still trying to sell all my Tom King comic books, which don't sell anymore. Mr. Miracle, which was a hot book, back in the day, you can't give that away now. Even that Sheriff of Babylon, which I think that first issue was like a $100 book for a long time. Again, you can't give away the series. I've had it listed on eBay. That doesn't sell. So basically, Tom King has ruined his career, in my opinion. I don't hear anybody talking about him anymore. I don't hear, good or bad. It's almost worse if they don't talk about you anymore, right? It's like the old saying, bad press is just as good as good press. There's no press on Tom King these days. So I would buy that. I love the cover, but I won't buy it because it's Tom King. Just won't do it. That's it for DC. So I'm not really picking up a whole lot from DC. Dynamite Entertainment, Barbarella. I don't know why they're rebooting this. I don't know who's going to buy this. There might be some people buying a Perillo cover, maybe the Derek Chu cover, just for a cover buy. Doubt anyone will actually open it up and read it. I don't know how Dynamite Entertainment stays in business, to be honest. I really don't. They don't have a lot of books. I rarely ever buy one. Red Sonja is a cool character. I do love this cover by Carla Cohen. That's pretty nice, but I don't know. I think Dynamite Entertainment is going to go out of business. I've been saying that for at least a year, I think. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know how they're still in business, to be honest. Next is, let's see, what do we... they even have the Vampirilla and Red Sonja series in their arsenal. I guess there's people that buy Vampirilla books, but I've bought a few here and there. But overall, I just don't know how they make money. They've really 2 or 3 titles at a time and all these covers. I guess they get enough people to buy them. IDW Publishing, Canto 3, Lionhearted #1, new series, and another new miniseries from David Boer and Canto. Beloved character. A lot of people love the Canto books. The first series is the one to get. It's the one that's worth the most. That set has gone up a lot, especially the first issue, especially in high grade. Very tough to get those books in high grade. It's been a good read. A cover, I think I pre-ordered the A cover only. There's a couple of incentive covers. Kind of like this Nolan cover. It's pretty nice. I dig that. I like that cover. There's also a Jorge Corona cover. I like Jorge Corona. He did all the art for Middle West. That was one of my favorite Image series. That came out a few years ago. Yeah, I like Corona's art. It's a cool cover. Don't think I want to spend $36 on it though, but yeah, I would probably pay like $20 for that, but yeah, $36 I'm not going to. There's really nothing else. You got a Turtle book, number 119. That's still going strong. There's people that still buy Turtle books. That incentive cover is pretty cool, by Alex McCardle. Not sold out yet at Midtown, but I have a feeling that could be sold out. Some of these incentive books, Turtle books, sometimes get hot, so keep that one in mind. Moving on to Image. Yeah, Haha number 6. I did pre-order that. I don't know. It's been pretty good overall. I think it's like Ice Cream Man. It's the same writer of Ice Cream Man. I'm gonna at least collect the first 10 issues of that series, and we'll go from there. What else from Image? Skybound, I'm not picking that up. Yeah, I think that's it. That's it for Image. Marvel, Aliens Aftermath, the one-shot. A couple different covers there. I may have pre-ordered an exclusive cover on that. I'll have to look and see. I can't remember. Carnage, Black, White, and Blood, number 4. I haven't really heard much. I've been kind of disconnected from the comic book world though, so who knows? Maybe these things are doing better than I think. But I just don't hear any buzz about Marvel lately. I don't know. I do like that Loki TV series. I think that's been really good. I don't know. Sinister War number 1. Nick Spencer, I'm not a big fan of his writing. I definitely don't like Mark Bagley art, so I probably won't pick any of that up. If I were going to pick up an issue, I think the only one I would get would be the Kale No cover. I think Kale No's an awesome artist. That's a cool cover. I like that cover. But, yeah, the rest of them I'm not that big of a fan of. Spider-Man Spider Shadow number 4. I think this series has done well. It's been well received. Chip Zdarsky's a good writer. He's probably Marvel's best writer right now. I think he's better than Donny Cates, to be honest, and Al Ewing. I think Chip Zdarsky's your number 1 writer. Number 2 would be Cates, and I think your number 3 writer is Al Ewing. That's my hot take on the best writers for Marvel at the moment. Some people like Charles Soule. He's okay. I don't think he's that great. He's mediocre. Thor number 15. Again, Cates is plugging along. I know he's going to be on a new project soon. Shoot, what's he going to be writing? I can't remember. My brain's mush today. That's what happens when I think too much. All right, that does it for Marvel. Moving on to Independence. Looks like this Hatchet Unstoppable Horror is sold out. Man, that's a nasty cover. Holy crap. Splitting someone's head in half with a hatchet. Very nice. Let's see here. Aftershock Beyond the Breach number 1. I'm not too sure what that book's about. Just look A and B cover. The B cover's an incentive cover. It's kind of a nice cover, the incentive cover. It's kind of neat. I don't know what this little thing is, an alien thing with tentacles. All right, Berserker number 1, on to a 5th printing. Keep printing the crap out of that. Bunny Mask number 2. I thought the first issue was a pretty good read. I liked it. It seems to do well. A lot of the exclusive covers have sold out, and I think that one's worth grabbing. At least the first couple issues. See if it gets better. Cimmerian Man-Eaters of Zambula number 1. I do like this cover by Guess. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Cool cover. This one's not bad either. I'm a sucker for a red cover. That one's pretty cool. $36 though, not cheap. All right, Death by Life number 3. These have all been selling out from Antarctic Press. First issue was the best. The cover on the first issue was fantastic. The rest of them have been pretty poor and mediocre, in my opinion. Eve number 3. I do dig this cover by Janoy Lindsay. Is Janoy Lindsay? Man, it's a cool cover. I like it. I don't know. I like the perspective on it. I just like the way it's drawn. It's a 1 in 25. That one might be worth grabbing because I'm also thinking how many shops ordered 25 copies of the 3rd issue. So this could be a fairly rare book. May not be. I could be wrong about that, but the first 1 or 2 issues, typically you're going to have a lot more orders. By the 3rd, 4th issue of a series, you'll see a big drop off in orders by most shops. So this book could get hot. Just keep that in mind. If you're wanting to spec on a book next week, that could be one of the ones that does well. What else? I'd like to be able to see the cover on that one. Living Corpses Relics. No cover list shown. Moths number 2. I almost picked up Moths number 1. I had it in my cart, decided not to get it. Sometimes Straczynski writes pretty well. I don't know. That cover looks cool, though. I like that cover. Now, this is one I did pre-order. I don't know. It could be good. It could be crap. Here's a 50-50 chance one of those things is going to happen. It looks like it's like a new take on Peter Pan, Never Never. You can see the crocodile in the background. It's kind of an interesting cover. It's a heavy metal book. Heavy Metal's been producing a lot of comic books lately. So I did pre-order that one probably for like $2, so no big deal if it doesn't do well. I pre-ordered that in advance. Here's one from Scout. No Ghosts in Hiroshima. Assuming that has something to do with a nuclear bomb being deployed. There's an A and B cover. I think the A cover is the best. That's cool. Dig that cover. You've got a bunch of printings here. Nottingham number 1 going to a 5th print. Nottingham number 2 going to a 4th print. Issue 3 going to a 3rd print. And issue number 4 going to a 2nd print. I think I do like the 3rd print cover. I like that ship cover. Not sold out yet, so I don't know. Well, I'm sure they've upped the print run on that book. That book has been the best Mad Cave has done in a long time, so I'm sure they've increased the print run by now. Rick and Morty presents Hotel Immortal. I did watch a couple episodes the other day of Rick and Morty season 5. I think they're up to the 3rd or 4th episode, maybe the 3rd episode. Man, that show's crazy. It's just nuts. The people that write that show have mental problems. There's no doubt about that. All right. 7 Secrets, number 10, a book from Boom Studios. This book is not really taken off. I mean, I think there were a bunch of people that spec'd on the first issue. I don't hear much about it anymore, but that is a cool cover by Miguel Mercado. It's pretty cool. And it looks like the John Boy Myers Virgin Incentive cover is sold out on Midtown, so that could be a hot book next week. Space Pirate Captain Harlock number 2. I think this is based on a anime character. I think they even have a Netflix show already, or anime show. Yeah, I mean, this cover's kind of cool. I'm not really into anime, but I did pick up one of the first issue just to see if it does something, but I don't know. Who knows? It doesn't look like it's doing anything. All right, here's another new book from Behemoth Entertainment. Remember, a lot of their stuff sells out because the print runs are usually pretty low, so you may want to keep that in mind on this one. Spare Parts number 1. It's a one-shot. That's the only thing that bothers me about it. It's a one-shot, so one-shots typically don't do well, but it is Behemoth Entertainment, so it could sell out. What you may want to do, yeah, it looks like one of the variants already sold out. This one. So sometimes you can pick up the variants, and could be a good flip, you know, if you want to flip it for trying to make double your money, something like that. Usually you don't want to go with the A cover, you want to go with these D and E covers, for instance. I have a feeling the D cover could sell out as well. But yeah, I'm not surprised that one of these sold out, so yeah. Could be a good flip. I have no idea if that's going to be a good book or not. Bad Idea has a new book called Lot, The Lot #1. I love that cover. Man, it's a cool cover. I did pre-order this in advance. I'm going to also pick up one from Midtown Notice, no discount, $6 book. I do think this will sell out and do well, so I'm going to make sure I have at least 2 copies. What else coming out next week? I think that might be it. Yeah, we're not into trades. All right, that's what I had for you guys. Coming out next Wednesday, July 14th. It's a long video, 21 minutes. Thanks for hanging through the end of the video with me. I will have a show tomorrow for Whiskey, Cigar, and Comics. The hurricane came through late last night, early this morning. Just a lot of rain and wind. No flooding where I'm at. I'm sure there are parts of Tampa where I live that got flooded. There's definitely, you know, it rained for a full day pretty much. So yeah, I know there's South Tampa, for instance, gets flooded very, very easily. So I'm sure that there's going to be people dealing with that for a few days. Probably some people lost power, but for the most part, I haven't heard of anything major happening. It was a cat. I think by the time it passed through Tampa, it was a Category 1 hurricane, but pretty benign. I mean, we've had thunderstorms that were just as bad as what came through here last night, so not a big deal, at least not where I'm at. Everyone's safe and sound, no problems. Hope you guys have a great rest of the day, and check out my live stream tomorrow. I plan on having Javon Jordan on the show. He is a recent comic book cover artist. He's done some pretty cool covers for the Comic Book Dealer. I think he did one for Hive Comics. So yeah, we're going to talk about his art, some of the covers that he's recently done, and hope to have him on the show tomorrow evening. I'll clarify, and I'll try to send out early notification on that, so everybody knows way in advance. I'd like to have a good amount of people in the chat if possible. So try to set yourself a reminder for tomorrow evening. I'll have Javon Jordan on the live stream, and we're going to talk about his art. So thanks, everybody. I'll see you soon.